Hi, Tommy. Just got back from the game. Great afternoon down the King Power, and great to be back there as always. Uh, get bored during June, July, boring months, and great to get some football back down the King Power and watching again. Just thought I'd do a review of the game. Obviously, interesting to see what the new gaffer was going to do and implement and his style of play. We've obviously in bits and pieces in the last few weeks in the preseason game so far, but to see it live and see how he sets the team up, how they're going to press or not press, and how his wingers are going to come into play was, interesting. And for me, it was a positive afternoon to watch Leicester for the first time in a long time. A manager that obviously has got his style, and you could see an identity on the team. This passing out from the back, but there's also a time where he wants the team to go long and he wants the team to press high and win the ball back quickly and move the ball around fast. For the first time in a long time, I've seen Leicester actually pass the ball really quickly when we get forward and not turn back and go backwards every time. There was points in the game where we kept the ball at the back and we were going side to side, what very typical of Enzo. It's the Endo season in the Championship, but there was also times when no, it wasn't. You get the ball into the fight in that through the lines and the ball between Skips and Tamari, and then you play forward. I don't want it to come back. You play forward and attack at pace and power, and that was something we saw quite a lot today at times. Obviously, kicked off. I thought we were very positive in the start. We're moving the ball around well. We got settled. We had a couple of small chances, and eventually, Leicester had probably the best chance in the first half, and it came to just on the edge of the area, and he hit one and got blocked. But where he missed the ball or he tried to pass it and he was getting closed down and he put his hands up, and it's something that he will have to work on again, getting that ball out his feet quicker. When he did pass it, you could see he's that ball playing defender that why Rodgers wanted him, why Enzo played him in the Championship that season. He's the ball playing defender. He's the one who can pass it out, but there is times it worries you when he dilly-dallies on the ball, and obviously that lack of pace. I thought Ockley today, brilliant. Ockley at the back standing for me, covered the ground, read the play really well, and he was the one bursting forward at times. Obviously, the goal comes down the right hand side. The first goal does. Abdul picks it up, cuts inside, and 9 times out of 10 you're expecting that shot to come in well. He lays a delicious ball into the box for El Canoes to run onto. El Canoes just stretches more than anything. The defenders come across. It rebounds off El Canoes from the clearance, flies across the goal, and there's Jordan Ayew from all of 5 yards to tap into an empty net. Again, fair play to Abdul, fair play to El Canoes for putting his body on the line there. Some players pre-season want to put the effort in for that, and El Canoes really put his body in there to make sure he blocked the defender trying to clear the ball. And, fair play, Ayew, third goal of pre-season. He's taking the claim for the striker spot at the moment. What we all know we need another striker in the ranks. So one of them's going to have to play out of Dak and Ayew at the moment's the one pipping him. Leicester then composed himself, kept the ball really well, created a few half chances, and then the second goal comes, and it was a pleasure to be there and see it, and a pleasure to see Abdul back playing for Leicester City. The ball to him on the right from Hamza. He flicks it up, knocks it over his man, takes on the first man. The second man comes over and knocks it past him, and he's down that right-hand channel, flying towards the goal. Defender comes over, he cuts inside and bends it into the far post. And great to Abdul Fab to be back playing. Our number 7, didn't see much of him last year. Didn't get a run of games even at the first part of the season, but then he got to the ACL and been out for a long time. To see him back playing, brilliant, absolutely brilliant from him. And really, really excited to him back play on the wing. And it was something that in the game I picked up on, and I don't know how many you lot picked up on in the game, was when Leicester got the ball, it didn't matter if the ball was on the left-hand side. The right-hand side winger would then push on as far as he could and wide as he could to make sure that one, he went offside, but he was wide. He was giving the width. Same to the left-hand side. If Leicester had the ball or a throw-in, if there was a throw-in on the left-hand side, then Abdul was farthest he could be away from play. So it meant the switch was on every single time. And it's the same at the right. If the ball was in the right back position for a right throw, Stefan Mavididi would take winger, the fullback, as far as he could wide, leaving a big gap in the middle of that area. And that'll be interesting to see if it's something Leicester are going to be using more often, that tactic, because it worked. It opened up the pitch, having a winger push him wide, even though the other winger weren't on. But fair play to Mavadini and Abdul. And even when they lost the ball, the first thing they would do, they would retreat back to the position they need to be in for a defensive shape. Absolutely brilliant. Great to see tactically as well. There was obviously some kind of plan there. And that's something they've worked on most pre-season. See it live, you see it more, because obviously when you see it on the cameras on the telly, you don't see the full width of the pitch. Every time the right back got the ball, the left back went far as he could wide and pushed up the pitch. And every time the left back got the ball, Thomas Abdul then pushed far wide and up the pitch. Continue that when Casey came on the pitch and Monga. And yeah, come to full first half, really. I thought Leicester were by far the better team. And the only time we looked to like cause ourselves any problems, Fiorentina caused any problem, is when we basically, mucked up at the back with the ball trying to pass it out. And yeah, it's going to take time to get used to the style of player the new gaffer's trying to implement. But there were some really positive signs in the whole game. Second half, obviously, it's one of those pre-season games. Fiorentina made a host of changes and they basically changed the whole team midway through the second half. Leicester obviously made their changes as well. Daka came on, McAtee came on, Monga came on. Oliver Skip, I thought, had a great game today. Really, really kept the tempo going. Bit sloppy at times, but no, fair play to Oliver Skip. He had a decent game in the middle of the park with Bubakari Samari. It was all positive thing to see. Obviously, change then comes. Winks comes into it. Kalabali, Faz. Ben Nelson comes on. Luke Thomas, who I thought was outstanding again at left back. He had a good end to last season, and hopefully his form's continuing to this one, because I thought he's absolutely spot on. Leicester then had a few chances in the second half. First one comes to Casey McAtee. The ball gets played into the fullback in the centre half, and Casey runs onto it, shoots it low. Goalie saves it, comes out to El Canute. He has a shot saved. I think then fell to Daka, who had a shot, and that's saved as well in space of 30 seconds. And then the important moment in the game for me, and this is a bit what worries me still, with the lack of striker power in the club. You're relying on Jordan Ayew and Daka. Jordan, I think, will be all right, but he can't play every minute of every game. Daka then has a chance for me, what any top striker takes. The ball is pinpoint onto his foot. I think Casey runs over the ball, leaves the ball, it rolls into Daka's pass. His first touch is absolutely atrocious for me. I'm sorry, his first touch was shocking. His touch basically then knocks it into the pass of McAtee, who should score, and he puts it over the crossbar. But any good striker there, if that's Vardy, he smashes it. He's taken one touch and it's in the net. But his touch is so poor and knocks it so far away from him. He's got no chance of recovering, and it falls to, obviously, Casey, and it goes over. Then Leicester just had a couple more chances, really, and the game fizzled out, really, after that. And Leicester fell well. Fiorentina really didn't cause any problems in the second half. I think that was mainly down to changes. But all, for me, positive stuff. There's an identity how we're playing. We play out from the back, yes, very much similar to Enzo. But at the time when we do get into the final third, there's no, we're going to go back here. Let's get the ball forward. Look for a chance. If there's not a chance on, have a crack at goal. That was one of the biggest things I picked today. Under Enzo, under Rude, the ball was always tippy-tappy, and at times it had to be the perfect ball before we'd have a shot on the edge of the area. It don't seem like that under the new gaffer. The ball's there and you can hit it. Have a crack at goal. Take your chance. El Canute had 2 or 3 chances today. He had a shot outside the area, when it came to him. Abdul the same. Steffi tried one as well. It was good to see the expansion of play as well, how we made the pitch as big as possible. So when we do get the ball, we can switch it early. Let's do it and make them have to run. And when you got wingers like Abdul and Steffi, I thought today, brilliant, really ran at the man. Their fullbacks couldn't live with either of them. And I really hope Mavadidi can go into this season with a bit of confidence now. I think him and Abdul will be vital for this season, Then having off the bench in this, the second half, Monga and Casey McAtee, we've got some really exciting talent to watch again back on the wings. We know what Abdul and Steffi did in the Champions season before. I really hope they can do it as well going forward. Obviously, for me, we do need a striker. Love Jordan Ayew, his work ethic, his determination, but I still think you can't expect him to play the amount of games this season. Daka worries me. Slight concern still that he's still not good enough at this, even at this level. I know we're playing a good team, but when the chances come to him, he does not look like he's going to score. Midfield, dominant. I thought we really dominated the ball. The biggest thing what I noticed today as well is when one goes for the press, everyone went for the press. They all knew where to be. If we're on the right hand side and McAtee was going, I would knew where to go. Oliver Skip would know where to go. Boubacar Smari knew where to go. And even if it meant they played all the way around the back and the goalie then pinged it to the right back from the left hand side, they knew where the press would go. And they all then didn't go diving forward. They all then shuffled around and went, nope, have the ball there. The next time you then make a move to the centre half, the press then went again. It was great to see this. The players have really brought into what the new manager is trying to do. So lots of positive today, lots of positive. And it's great to see because I sat here 12 months ago and I was very concerned what we were going to do in the Premier League under Steve Cooper. I'm sitting here going into a championship season. It's going to be tough. And we all know the championship's the toughest division. I'm sitting here positive looking at it. And we've only signed a goalkeeper so far. So a lot more positive come. I think a few more players come in, a couple of players to go still. Balance the team out a bit. We all know we were linked with a striker from Wickham, Kone. If he's the man, he's the man. You know, his goal record last year was second to none. But lots of positive. Thanks for watching the video. As always, drop your comments in. I'll reply to all your comments, and I really like to have understand what your thoughts going into the season. For me, lots and lots of positive to take, and it's going to be a long, hard season. Not get carried away after one game today, what I've seen live, but there was lots of positive to see. And the biggest thing to me is the word identity. There was an identity out there, what the players knew, what each of them were meant to do. So good on that. Like, comment, and hey, 7 days now, I'll be sitting here doing a post-match review from Sheffield Wednesday, let's hope. Catch you soon. Cheers. Goodbye.